and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while that I've not made videos and I decided I'm going to start back again. So I am going to come back with some nice and interesting videos related to my life and my career and everything with details. So stay tuned for more. So today's topic is going to be about the place where I live, that is Dubai. Now I came to Dubai in the year 2006 and I came with a job which I got when I was in India through a local newspaper which I had applied, and I got for an interview and I was called for an interview. I went for the interview and I got through the interview, and that's when I landed here without much difficulties. But normally when people come, they do struggle. Most of the time people struggle to get a visa, to get a job and everything. So I was quite lucky enough to get that quite easily compared to others. So I'm going to share some things about like how the things went from landing into Dubai to where I am today. So stay tuned, and if you have not subscribed me, do subscribe, and let's get started. So while coming to Dubai, I had no much idea of how Dubai is going to be, how am I going to live, what are the things I'm going to do here. How is Dubai actually? Because I have been brought up from a conservative family where I have never been away from my parents. We have never traveled anywhere other than within Mangalore area, not even to Bangalore for that matter. That was my first interview call which I got from Bangalore, so I attended there with great difficulties. So for me, coming to Dubai was firstly a dream, like kind, because I was the first in the family. That would be stepping out of Mangalore for that matter. I'm from Mangalore actually, so it was difficult to convince my parents, but I had to do it because secondly it was the silver lining they say, because my parents were hunting for marriage proposals and that stuff, so I wanted to run away from those things. So this was something that came at the perfect time, and it just happened that way. So the interview happened in Bangalore for me for this particular job, and I had just applied my passport just before that, and I had got my passport in the month of August. So August itself I went for the interview, and the interview was well. They approved me for their job and everything. The job was little different from what I was doing because I was working for a bank, and this was about logistics company. So I had no clue about it, but then they told it's not a problem because you're going to start from the scratch and we will train you and everything. The boss and his family were there who took my interview, and it was not a formal one. It was just a super casual interview, one of the best interviews of my life, to be honest. So once the interview was done and everything, they promised me for a salary, which I was really not aware of what the currency conversions and all that. Believe me, I had zero knowledge about anything. So for me, it was like, I was like, okay, I just wanted to go away from the Mangalore and be somewhere away and see how it is going to work out. Again, I was lucky enough to say that, I was in safe hands, and I did not know much about the trust then, but then I think, yeah, the trust factor did work here, and it taught me a lot of lessons. They were really very sweet people, and they took care of me literally from the time I landed to settling me up and everything. Now, within a month or something, they got me an employment visa, and then I had to fly, and that was my first international flight. For that matter, any flight, because I've never traveled on even local. As I said, I never traveled anywhere. So that was like the best excitement I had. But honestly, then I did not have that great phones and all that. I clicked so many pictures, and even if I had phone, I never saved any pictures. So I miss a lot of things in those factors, So when it was all easy peasy, it looked like for me then, because I don't remember many things exactly how did it happen and all. Like, it was good, and when I landed in the airport in Dubai, I was wearing Indian outfit, and of course I never expected how it is in the flight and all that, hair becomes all different and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a little messy. I remember landing down while landing actually, but it was good actually, a good experience of flying for the first time. So from the office side, they had arranged a driver who came to pick me up. He had a placard with my name and everything. So yeah, I met him and he took me to a. Actually, we went and stayed at the boss's house with this family. So he was from Bangalore. They are based from Bangalore actually. So I went and stayed with them for some days, and there was a transport which was coming to take me to the office and all that stuff. So now when I landed in Dubai, it was a real excitement for me, to be honest. Though I did not know anybody here apart from the boss and his family. Rest of the things were all new to me. I did not have any of my family relatives. Even if I had, I never had their contact numbers, nor we had contacted anybody, nor my friends were there. So it was a different world for me. I can say it was a new world for me actually. And yeah, the first thing what happened was when I landed, the weather. I was like, when I came out of the airport, it was like freaking hot. Hot in the sense, it was like literally like standing beside the furnace. It was so hot for me. Though it was in October, it was not that cool then, I think. Like, I don't know really. And I was like, what the? I mean, whatever you have read it, you are like feeling it now. Like, so weather, yeah, but then I think that was the first time I landed in a place where it was new for me. So, that was one thing which I remember, it was super hot. But then, I realized that as you travel everywhere, you start day to day, it is not that hot. From September, October, November, December, January, February, March, up till March or April, the weather is quite cool and pleasant. So, but then after that, it starts summer. So, summer is like literally summer, not like what you feel. It's different actually compared to Dubai and India. It's completely different. Like from Mangalore, and if I compare Dubai, the weather, though summer is there also, summer is here also. The summer is different from that summer, and the winters again. Our winters are extremely cool and pleasant here. So weather is a combination weather. You will like it. Like, I mean, I personally love this weather. Irrelevant, even if it is hot now, I still like it. Next thing which I have in my mind is it safe? Like, I am coming out alone and I don't know anybody. I'm going to live alone by myself. How it is going to be like? Honestly speaking, it's been more than 15, 16 years now in Dubai. I can say one of the safest place one can live here. Now, it doesn't mean when I say safest that you do anything hanky panky thing and you expect to be safe. No, it's not the right thing, I would say. But then you know your limits. Like, I know my limits, where I should be, what I should do. It's not that I go for a party and random party. I don't budge into a random party. First thing. Second thing is that I wouldn't, even if there is alcohol served in certain places, I wouldn't overdo myself. I wouldn't just go and talk to any random stranger whom, just don't give those wrong signs and all. But whatever I have seen, I love this place. Everything, like, I can drive late nights all alone by myself. I can if I'm into my walking things, I just go for walk in the night or evening or early morning hours, and no one bothers you. Not just that, even if I leave, I remember I had lost my wallet. Of course, I did not have much money, but I left my wallet when I went to a cyber cafe then, long back, and believe me, it was kept safely at the reception counter. And next, when I went and checked after a day, because till that time I did not realize that I lost my wallet. It was next day when I realized that, okay, the wallet is missing, and I went and searched, and they told me it is here, and everything was there. No one bothered to, I don't know, they would have tried to figure out, because there is no contact number mentioned on it. So that way it's safe. You can be sure that your things are not going to be messed up. Also, you've heard about all these things happening, that people leave the money in the car, taxis or something like that, and the drivers do give it back. So that means you understand that level of yeah, it is safe. Next thing is about living in Dubai. Now, when I came in 2006, I started my life here. Since I was alone, I started it with sharing accommodation. Now, what is sharing accommodation was new to me when I came to Dubai, because I have always lived in an independent house with my parents, and sharing accommodation is something like one room is shared between 3 or 4 girls or 5 girls, depending on the room space and the owner the way they wanted. Like, one reason because the owners did that because the rents of the entire house was pretty expensive. Like when I came here, one bedroom was around 70,000, around that price range, and again depending on the areas. So for me, I started my life from the sharing accommodation. When I came into sharing accommodation, and that also there are bifurcations. Either you get this bunk bed systems, like, so since I was the last one and I was the new one in that room, I got the bunk bed, and it was literally difficult for me to manage, but I did it, and yeah, things became better for me from there. Well, it was a little bit of disturbances for me because the girls would go out late night parties and all that stuff. So when they switch on the light was right to my face, like, so it used to distract me. So then I moved into a small storeroom where I used to pay the similar amount of rent what I used to pay for the sharing accommodation. So I moved there, and from there we moved to a one bedroom house, because by that time 2008 2009 there was a recession happening and the rents literally were chopped off, like, so the rents became lesser. And again, it depends on each area. Like, Dubai has got like different places. I think we can bifurcate by the low standard, medium standard, high standard kind of thing. Like, if you're living in a high posh area like downtown or Dubai Marina or Jumeirah, then the prices are pretty high, like, because the places are so well done and, very beautifully done and well maintained and all that stuff kind of thing. Of course, the entire UAE is maintained pretty well. But then there are places like Dera where, where a different kind of community people stay together, like, kind of thing, you can say, like, where you can find more Indians and like, so I live in a place called International City, which was getting developed by 2007, 8, 6, 7, 8, I guess, so like that. So we moved there at that time, and now we are staying in a 2-bedroom house. It's quite affordable depending on what is your salary package that you have. Like, if you have a good amount of 10 to 15,000 salary, you can literally manage actually pretty well here. Work life in Dubai is like same thing like what we talk about like in Delhi and everything, like how Delhi is a fast moving city, they say. So same way Dubai is something like that, because it happens very fast, everything here. It's a normal routine for 90% of the people, because you get up, wake up, do your morning things, run to the work. There's traffic on between, like, you spend your that particular time of the day at work, come back, do a little bit of chores, sleep, start again. So that's the routine normally, like, you always face these challenges of traffic in the morning, and if there are some accidents on the road, then you're again going to be messed up with the traffic and you'll be late for your work. Yeah, you don't have that kind of holidays like what you have in India. Like, I remember, like, when I was working, I think like in a month, apart from Friday, Saturday, in a month there used to be like at least 2 holidays. Some strike would be there, some events used to happen, some holidays used to be there just like that or something like that. But that kind of thing is not here. Liberty is not here actually. You have to wait for your weekends. Now in weekends also not everybody has 2 days off. It's 60% have Friday, Saturday, and remaining 40% have only on Fridays. So again, if you're working for big companies in terms of the malls and all that stuff, then you have a different days off. You work on Fridays and you get a comp off on the next day or something like that. It depends on person to person. Salaries are on time. You get your medical, like when I joined, my salaries were always on time. You get a bank account. Banks give you a credit card also when you start your journey here. Then based on your credit limit and all, based on your stuff, maybe I'll do a video for all the credit card things related stuff here. Maybe coming days I will make a video on that. Then I used to get the medical insurance, which is very useful and which is very mandatory to have it here. Other than that, your salary covers your travel and accommodation expenses. So in that only you have to manage whatever is the salary, whatever you have discussed at the initial, where you do all the contract papers and everything. So you're paid as per that. Again, you become a part of that gratuity things. You get gratuity when you leave so that those benefits are there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. As long as you have a job, everything is fine. But when you don't have a job, that's another thing. So we'll make a video when you don't have a job, what you can do in the coming days again. So having said all this is something I wanted to share, and there are a lot more questions which I've written and kept, and which I will discuss in coming videos. Maybe I'll make this as part 1, part 2 and part 3. So this will be my part 1. And I hope you like this video, and if you find something interesting to share on this, you can let me know on the comments below, and stay tuned for more videos.